Hello everybody, this is Adam aka Mukti with By the Fire, and in this video we're going to be giving you guys a quick walkthrough of the Vulcan Forge Cedalion program and the system that we use to organize everything. And this is really how we raise funds for Eco-Agric Uganda. And after our past week of donations, we have officially surpassed the $5,000 mark of funds that our guild has raised for their organization through Vulcanverse gameplay and community donations. So it's a really huge milestone, something we are extremely proud of. And so we're gonna give you guys a little bit of a look under the hood with the system that we have going on, how we keep track of all these funds, and just kind of how this whole initiative works from our perspective. So what you're looking at here is the Vulcan Forge Cedalion program menu. This is where, as a landowner, you can track your total amount of lands, the amount of lands that you have rented out, and the amount of joined users that are currently active on your plots of land. You can see daily profit, monthly profit, overall profit from Cedalions, scholars, users of the game who are renting assets, the amount of lava, which is the Vulcan Forge plate earn token that they've generated from their time renting. And if we come up here to this renting list tab and then being rented out here, we can see who is currently active on our plots of land and how much lava they've generated. So we just had our plots reset on Friday. So this is a relatively new cycle. So we do our rentals on a 2-week cycle, meaning every 2 weeks we will rotate out our plots for our Cedalions to essentially re-rent. The reason for this is so if any of them go inactive and stop playing, we don't have a plot being rented out to someone who's just not using it, because in order to generate the plate earn token, the Cedalions have to actually be in there playing the game, of course. So this is what it looks like from our end. This is how we can track everything, so you can see what plot of land you have, which Cedalion is on that plot of land, and how much lava that they have generated since the rental started. So once we have this data collected, it's very important for us to get it into an environment that's more manageable. So a huge shout out to By the Fire co-founder Armega, who is a wizard with spreadsheets. So we'll take you guys a look at kind of how we track all this stuff in sort of an organized manner. So this is our guild management spreadsheet that we use. This is our lava earnings tab. So what you're looking at here is our top earners for this most recent cycle, or actually, sorry, no, this is just for overall from all of our previous cycles. So as I said, we do the 2-week cycles. What we were doing previously is we were sending weekly donations to Eco-Agric Uganda, but we've now switched that to bi-weekly donations just to keep things a little bit easier on our end, so everything stays in line with our plots resetting on these 2-week cycles, just to keep it consistent with going every other week. So what you're looking at here is the amount of lava earned for each individual Cedalion, like the highest earnings. It's filtered by the most in a 2-week period, and then it goes down to the least. So on here we have lava earnings. This is our plot pool, meaning these are all the plots of Vulcanverse land that we have available for rental to Cedalions. This tab here showcases our landlord members. These are all members of the Vulcan Forge community who are landowners in our By the Fire guild and who are allocating plots with a profit share that is going to Eco-Agric Uganda from Cedalions who are gaming with their plots inside of Vulcanverse. And if we go here, this is the top earners tab. And so now this one is filtered for this most recent cycle. So you can see the week's end date is April 1st, which was this past Friday, which is when the cycle reset. And this is where we keep everything in sort of an organized manner. So really all we have to do to tally up the total lava that was generated is just count all the numbers up here in this lava earn tab. And that's how we get our total for this cycle's overall donation to Eco-Agric Uganda. It's all very nicely organized and clean in these spreadsheets here. Big shout out to Armega for hooking us up with this. It makes things very, very easy on our end to keep track of it all and to get the donation sent to Eco-Agric Uganda. You may be wondering how we're able to get all this information so easily into these spreadsheets, and I can answer that by showing you guys this Google form that we use, also set up by the man Armega, that makes things very, very easy for our landowners to not only submit the plots that they want to put up for rental, but also to submit their Cedalion lava earnings for each cycle. So how this works here is we have this landlord.bythefire.io page where our landlords will come. They will enter the required information here. They'll decide whether they are submitting a new plot listing or submitting biweekly lava earning, which in this case, if they want to submit their biweekly lava earnings, they will just fill out this information, select this, hit next, which it won't take us there, but essentially all that happens in the next page is they copy and paste their data from within their MyForge Cedalion program menu into a text field. They submit it. That text field then inputs that data into our Excel spreadsheets that I was showing you guys here, just like that. So it's a really nice system we have in place here. It makes it very easy on us and our landowners as well. And again, cannot give enough props to our Mega for building all this out for us. Another important aspect to all this is the invoices that we send out to our landowners. So one really cool thing about these spreadsheets, the way that our Mega has set them up. So what we do on every 2-week cycle is we'll send these invoices out to our landowners that let them know how much their grouping of Cedalions, how much lava their grouping of Cedalions has generated for that 2-week cycle. And it lets them know how much lava they then owe back to us that we will then send as a donation to Eco-Agric Uganda. So to show you guys what that looks like here is we'll just come here to create a filter over where in this landlord column, we can filter this out for one specific landlord. So we'll clear, let's say we just want to look at Captain Thor's plots, for example. We now have, for this past 2-week cycle, all of Captain Thor's Cedalions that we're utilizing his plots. We can see how much lava each of these Cedalions has generated, and then we can make an invoice with this. So I have an example invoice right here that this is what we send out to all of our landowners every 2 weeks to let them know how much lava they owe us that we can then donate to Eco-Agric Uganda. So this is what one looks like here, you can see. So in this case, Daredevil has a 100% donation pledge. So all the lava that his Cedalions have earned on his plots, he then sends to us, which we then send to Eco-Agric Uganda by sending it to Vulcandex, converting from lava to USDC, getting that USDC to Binance, switching it to Bitcoin, and then sending them the Bitcoin, as that is the exchange that they use is the only token that has worked for them to be able to receive up to this point. So that's kind of how we do it. This is what the invoices look like. And that is really kind of the whole process from our end on how we track our Cedalion rentals, how we get our invoices to the landowners who are pledging plots to us. Just a little bit of an inside scoop on how things look on our end and how we manage all of this information. That'll do it for this video. I want to give a big thank you to all of our Cedalions, all of our landowners, anyone who has contributed in any shape or form to this initiative, those who have donated. I want to give a big thank you to Josephine for everything that she does to make this possible. We're so proud and happy to be in affiliation with her and Eco-Agric Uganda. They are such an amazing organization. We're so happy to be able to do this. $5,000 raised is an incredible milestone, and this is looking forward now to the next $5,000 raised and beyond. We're so happy to be able to do this. Huge shout out to Vulcanforge, Vulcanverse, for making this possible through the power of the metaverse and play-to-earn gaming. It's really a special thing to be a part of. And yeah, just thank you all very much for checking out this video. A little bit of inside look into how we do things here at By the Fire. And until next video, have a great day, everybody.